as is saying God what ifs here, and I'm doing what if Deku had the White Dragon Emperor. Quick announcement, not really important, but still. Um, I will not be uploading for like a week, not really a week. Once a week or 2 times a week because I have this my second channel, which hold on, yeah, which I am trying to develop more like my Jungle Music channel, or maybe I will just focus on probably finishing the rest because you know me, um, each time I do a part, um, I kind of left it off, and I'm kind of feeling discouraged in a way that this is not really entertaining much, but still, I'm just doing it. So yeah, don't really worry much about it. I may take on this, like I may take on like the what if side and put up something different. But until then, I won't do anything much. So right now we'll do what if Deku was a White Dragon Emperor. So let's begin. So we start off with Deku when he's 4 years old. He is at the court doctor, and this time Izuku does has a quirk. His quirk is pyrokinesis. But when he's at this doctor is working with all for one. Because I'm thinking I think the doctor actually does work for all for one. So Deku, he has a quirk. So the doctor took away Izuku quirk and basically told Inko that Izuku is quirkless and shows her the X-ray sheet, showing that Izuku has a extra joint and that he will never develop a quirk. So Inko is like, so he's basically useless, and the doctor says, well, if you put it that way, he's a son though, because he's trying to like be like the good doctor, trying to like play things different. Because all for one is like telling him play the good role, don't like get any suspicion way. So he's like, it's really his son. You should really say that. Plus, he's right in front of you. Ingo says the war. So Ingo says, alright, thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. And they leave. And they're way back. Ingo's like, I can't believe. She's thinking, can't believe I gave birth to something this useless. And Hisashi, he's like the number fourth hero. No, not number four, number six. The sixth hero, number six, a sixth, whatever I got it. So they get home, and it's not really a mansion, but it's a big house. It's big enough. So they are. So Inko and Hisashi goes in. Inko says, "I'm home." Hisashi comes on and kisses Inko on the jaw and says, "What's my champ? What's my champ's quirk?" And Inko just says he's quirkless, and Hisashi faces change. He just take a 180-degree change. It's like he's quirkless. Inko says, "Well, yes, he's quirkless." And Hisashi looks at Deku and just slaps him across the jaw and says, "How could you be quirkless?" And Izuku is crying while holding his jaw and says, what did I do?" And he says, "What did you do? What did you do? You are a mistake to this family. You don't have a quirk." And he actually has his maid, and his maid are like looking at Deku, but not with a disgust look, a pity look. Like You can't do nothing to save you. That pity look. And Hisashi begins to beat and Izuku while Inko sees the maid and says, "Go do your work, maids. This is none of your concern." So the maids go and do their work. And Izuku, he has like a broken rib, not a big piece, but a broken rib because Hisashi is was pounding on him. His Inko just went to her room, didn't even look at Izuku. After Hisashi was done beating on Izuku, he leaves and the maids. Izuku's trying to crawl, but he's in way too much pain to move. So the maids had come, can't lift him up, carry him to his room, and patch him up. So Hisashi comes into Izuku's room and basically throws him off the bed and says, "Get up, get out." And Izuku's like, "What do you mean, get out?" And he says, "Take your things and go into the maid's um dorm." Because like the maids, they live in like a dorm. The maids have their houses, but the dorms, like if they want to stay there to like get to work early or have fast time reach to work. So yeah, Izuku Izuku, he took up all of his things, and the maid sees Izuku leaving with his things, and they're like, "Izuku, where you going?" Master Izuku, Isashi comes and says, "Don't call him master. He's not, he's no longer part of the family. In fact, he's gonna be a maid. No, a butler, sorry, not a maid. Maids are for female. So he's like, you're gonna be a butler." Wait, if I never think I saw someone, a male being a maid. I don't know. Eh. So yeah, because they don't really have a butler. No butler are in the house. It's just pay female, actually maid. Hisashi, Hisashi ain't loyal. He's not loyal, nigga. And what he does, you figure out soon. I maybe so tell you, depends. Izuku will find out, but yeah, things are gonna get worse on his side. So Izuku next day he goes to the playground, tells and meets Katsuki. He tells Katsuki he and Katsuki had a little talk, and Katsuki asks Izuku, "What's your quirk?" And Izuku says, "Well," and he looks down saying, "I'm quirkless." And and Katsuki bursts out laughing and says, good joke, Izuku. Really, what's your quirk?" Izuku says, "I'm telling the truth, I am quirkless." And Katsuki looks at Deku and says, Katsuki looks at Deku and punches Deku. Because I was thinking of something where someone would probably do, but it depends. So Katsuki says, "So, you're useless. You're like a Deku." Izuku's like, "Gotcha, you mean? And why do you punch me?" And Katsuki say, "You're useless, Deku. No, you can't be a hero." And he leaves Deku there. Hold on. So Katsuki leaves Deku there thinking, what did I do wrong? What did I do to deserve this? And he gets up and goes home. So he goes to his father. All he sees are basically feeling up the mates, like yeah, feeling their cheeks and so forth, so on and so forth. And Izuku sees this and says, "What's that doing? It means." Then he shrugs it off because he doesn't know what Hisashi is doing, because Izuku is still the pure little kid. and he's still 4 years old, so he doesn't know what's going on. So he goes to his mom and tells his mom that Katsuki basically punched him, and Inko doesn't even looks at him. He's like, I don't care, Izuku. Go go do something. Be useful. It's not like you're any useful right now. And Izuku's like, oh, okay. And he leaves, and he goes to the maid dorm. So time progresses, and Izuku sees Hisashi doing this over and over and over. But mostly he takes it way ahead when Ingo leaves. Like Hisashi will rape the maids. Izuku will, every time he hears this, you will like hear the maids begging to stop, and Hisashi won't stop. He will keep going. Sorry. God damn it. So yeah, the maids like begging Hisashi to stop, but Hisashi won't stop. So hold on. Alright, alright. So don't really pay attention to the noise in the background, but still. So yeah, god damn it. So Izuku's now 7, was this Thanksgiving doing he's 7. He eventually figured out what Hisashi's doing. And he tells Ingo this, and Ingo's like, how dare you accuse your father? How dare you accuse my husband? And she slaps Deku across the face, and she says, you should have never been born. You're a mistake. And he punches Deku. She punches Deku and beats Deku. So as you can tell, I I was planning to give him like a horrible backstory. But no, I would be too evil to do that. I can't do that. If I did that, basically tell him the villain wasn't making probably kill Inko or Hisashi. So Inko decides Izuku is now, it's his time skip. Izuku is 8 years old. God, guys, I can't find no quieter. So sorry if I try to find someone more quiet. There's like near, if across the road there is like someone keeping like a small party, so go over there, go in another room, you meet with music. Plus you can see so far my battery's about to die, so yeah. So enough of me chit chatting, let's keep going. So we go on to when Inko decides that she can't feed Deku no more. She doesn't want to feed him. Well, she technically wasn't. She just tired of seeing Izuku's pathetic face. So she's like, I'm gonna get rid of you. I can't kill, but I'll get rid of you. So she and Isashi organize, and they basically told Izuku that they're going camping, and Izuku had this bad feelings like, don't trust them, but that if I don't, I'll probably get beaten. The maids were like wondering why why all of a sudden they want to take Izuku on a camping trip. But Izuku ignored Izuku. The maids I was just saying whatever. Izuku decided that he's gonna shrug off this bad feeling he has, and he's happy that his parents are probably going out with him. Probably Izuku can try to probably be more a better son. So they're like on a trip, and they go up to this dark area. It's like at a bridge, where like it's abandoned. No one goes there. It's the bridge is strong enough for cars, trucks, anything to drive on it. Anything that can drive on the bridge is still strong enough to do the whole of that. So Hisashi takes Izuku and goes to this forest side. Goes down deep into the forest. But you can know the way back up. It's like yeah, later is way down. And when they reach way down, they decide they tell Izuku, come on, and they come out and they're like near a cliff. There's a stream going heading down, but it's like say a 50-foot drop. Nah, a 100-foot drop. No, 50 foot. So Izuku's like he's at cliff edge and he's looking down and says, Mom, Dad, why are we camped this near to the cliff? And Inko's like Hisashi and Inko walks up, sneaks up behind Deku and says, oh, we're not camping. And Izuku turns and says, what do you one kick to his chest? Or like a double kick to his chest Inko has on high heels. So he's kinda I'm gonna say it pierced through his skin. It sort of broke one of his ribs. And he gets two double kick to his chest, sending him flying off the cliff. And he's falling and Inko looks down to him and he hears this slap to the ground. And Izuku he's knocked out and the current is dragging him away. And then he falls down another cliff. It screams water. He goes down and he slaps the sea river the water again. And Izuku did not drown. He didn't drown. So he managed roll when he dropped. He sort of broke a log into half, but broke it, and then his body sort of floated onto the log, and the log drifted to like an area, and it got stuck. So Deku is on the log, and after the next morning, down evening, he wakes up to be surrounded by wolves and bears. No, sorry, wolves. So Izuku sees this and he begins to try to play dead. But yeah, that ain't gonna work. The whole sees that his head went up and why his head went down. So yeah, that's kinda stupid. So the wolves, they were about to drag him, but they sort of accidentally slapped away the log out of that area, and Izuku drifted off back. And Izuku wakes up to see this happening. All goes down, and he's trying to pedal away, but grizzly. It's not deep. It's to the length that a grizzly bear could stand up. A grizzly bear could go into it, and he go near the grizzly mounts. Grizzly mounts. Go near to the grizzly mount, like when they're on the 4 foot. Yeah. So Izuku sees his ends he's trying to swim up. So he decides that, but I think I ain't getting eaten. So he turns and starts swimming down the stream again, because it's three stream, the highest, then middle, then yeah. So he swims off and he goes on top of the log and he swims off. So on his way down, he sort of sees two rocks standing, pointing up. And he had tried to jump off the log. So he jumps off the log, and the logs A log hit into the rocks and broke apart, and he lands into the water. And at a distance, he can see like the water is moving, like something's coming towards him. So he decides that he's gonna swim away from that, and he begins to swim away. And then he sees like something brown, and he's like, I ain't gonna test it, but I'm gonna still swim. So he swims, tries to swim faster, but he looks around to see that it's a crocodile. Or I say crocodile, or I say alligator. But it's a crocodile. He sees the crocodile swimming towards him, and he begins to pick up speed because crocodiles are faster in water, I think. Or is it alligator? Alligator, crocodile, I see them the same way. So basically, he swam as fast as he could, and by like a bite away, he must escape the crocodiles, and he runs away. Yeah, this thing is getting bad luck. So he's still running, and then he sees like uh, uh, a snake, a poisonous snake, and he sees a snake, and the snake begins to run him down, and he runs, and after around 20 minutes, he escaped from the snake. So he found like this um cave, and he goes in there, and he's way tired. So he sits down in the cave and sleeps. So during his sleep, he gets pulled into his mindscape, and he wakes up, and he looks around, and it kind of seems peaceful, but something's not right because he remember falling asleep inside a cave. So when he looks around, and then his eyes come across this. And he sees this dragon with wings, and he say, "Wait, whatever." He sees dragon, and he says, "A dragon," and he was about to run away, but he gets surrounded by. He looks around, and he decides that where gonna. He says, "The thing is, where am I gonna run?" Because by the time he starts running, he hits up, he basically buck up into something where like he can't see it. He turns around, um, looking at the dragon, and the dragon says, "Hello, my name is Albion." And Izuku says, "Hello, Albion. What are you doing here? And where am I?" And Albion says, "You are in your mindscape. For why am I here? I am here to grant you power that is unimaginable." And Izuku's like, "What do you mean?" And he says, "As I said, it's power that can run, make you more powerful than anything. I am Albion, the White Dragon Emperor. Or you could say Divine Dragon. I don't care. I don't really care." So, yeah. Just imagine what I say as Albion in a very deep voice. I don't really want to get into a deep voice thing. So, yeah. However, Albion would sound. And Izuku, Izuku's like, um, what are the, what's it called again? What are the conditions? And Albion says, huh, for a kid, you're kind of smart, but for the conditions, you will have to fight my rivals. And yeah, so I ain't gonna get in no more of that talk with Albion. So they do a talk, and Izuku agrees to be Albion's partner. And around when they finished out, Izuku wakes up and he's like, Albion, are you there? No, sorry. He thinks that was a weird dream, and all of a sudden, Wings sprouts out and says, well, that wasn't a dream. And Izuku says, ah. And he turns around, sees nothing, and he says, where's that coming from? And says, look on your back. And he turns his head to see Wings, and he says, Wings? Was it? I got a quirk. I got a quirk. And Alvin says, you don't got a quirk. And he says, huh? Wait, this voice kinda sounds familiar. He says, yes, it's me, Albion. So, yeah. I don't really want to get into that. So he and Albion talk, and Albion says, well, partner, you're not my partner. So, now you need to train and become stronger for my rival, the Red Dragon Emperor. So, yeah. Basically, he says, well, tomorrow we'll be in this training for right now. And he yawns, I'm tired. And he lies down. Sorry for that. For some reason, I'm sleepy. I'm never that sleepy. So, so he goes to sleep, and he wakes up next morning. And he says, Alvin, you're there? And Alvin is swing spots up back and says, yes, I'm here. I think Alvin can like talk to him through his mind, but I normally see Valley when he's talking to Alvin is through his wings. So I'm gonna say Alvin can talk to him through his mind. So Alvin through his wings, and it's gonna begin to start training. But Deku doesn't know how to start his training. Alvin says fine. Then how about you start off with 10 push-ups? Guys, it's good skinny, so 10 push-ups should do it. So it's good begins to do push-ups, begins to like train, and he begins to like build like he builds like a spear because he needs to like hunt because he's kind of hungry and it's morning. So he begins to hunt. We say is a stick, sharpen stick, and hunt. So yeah, he hunts for food and so on and so forth. So Albion teaches him how to fly, how to use his wings and fly, and teaches him about magic. So Izuku, he can like use lightning and reflect. Sorry if I'm moving up a lot. How long is this going on? It's been 20 minutes, so it's not that long. So Izuku, he basically like flies up and heads up to like he passes the third area and he flies to an area that's near to society, but he just says he's not going back. He needs to keep on training. So he spends when he's 10 now, say he already built like his house, and he is training. So right now he has good amount of stamina, and he unlock the skill meal. And Alvin says, well, no, sorry, this is when he's gonna unlock it now. So he's like training, and he is like absorbing energy from around animals, and then he hears What's it? What's Albino says? He doesn't do um the uh the dragon, the bonus breaker. He goes into a scale meal and Albino says, "Wow, kid, for 2 years you just reach a scale meal, but it's progress, and you have a lot of stamina right now, so you can hold a scale meal for I can tell for at least 3 hours." And this was like, "Whoa, that's good progress." And he says, "Well, it's good, but not good enough. I don't know where my rival is." And Izuku does know nothing about Drake. If I did say he did, but scratch that, he doesn't know anything about Drake. He says, "What do you mean your rival?" And he says, "Oh, I thought I did tell you." "Oh well, you see, I have a rival. He is the Welsh Dragon Balance Breaker," and tells him the history about Welsh Dragon, and about the time I think it was a draw or one against. He said, "I fought a last previous Welsh Dragon user. What last Welsh Dragon user was a pervert." This she's basically talking about Issei, and he's saying that he was a pervert, though, but he was very powerful, and he managed to draw against. He managed to, um, he managed to like, make a draw between me and the Welsh Dragon, between the my partner and him, and he explained that he lost twice to the Welsh Dragon Emperor, one of the Welsh Dragon Emperor partners. So yeah, other things they talk about, and Izuku, yeah, he has like almost a comfortable life. He goes out hunting, so on and so forth. So we start and skip to when he is 12, sorry, 12. He sees huh, he is trained and he gets the balance breaker. Well, since yeah, this is just how this balance breaker looks. And Albion's like, "Well, finally you got it, but you need more training. We will go into the divine realm, or if you want to go, you can say the underground, whatever, wherever Volley trained, or wherever the partners of the White Dragon Emperor trained." So they went into the wherever they go train, and Izu began his training was one of the most powerful dragons, and yeah, he trained there. He trained for a good amount of time, and they say he trains there until he is 15. He comes out because he finally defeat every single dragon there, which he has the Juggernaut drive. But unlike Volley, Izuku actually trains more. Once he comes out of the realm, he still kept up his training. Now we go to League of Villains. There, there are only four new recruits, and they're at the hill, and they saw this cavern, and they see this little kid outside training. And Shigaraki goes up to Deku and says, "Kid, does anyone live here?" And Izuku says, "No." "And who are you?" And um, she, Shigaraki says, "Well, kid, I am I'm Tomura Shigaraki, and why here?" And he says, "Well, my parents abandoned me, and so on and so forth." And he said, Shigaraki says, "Okay, what's your quirk?" He says, "Well, I'm quirkless." He says, "Oh, how would you join the league events? We promised that we'd give you a quirk. Izuku says, nah, I'm good. And Shira says, wait, you good? Why? You don't have a quirk. You could make a perfect villain. Probably proper training, yeah, you'll become a villain. But he says, no, I'm good. So Shigra is like, so what do you want to be then? Izuku says a hero, but not yet. I don't know if I can. So Shigra says, then why don't you just join a league of villains? And Izuku says, I'm good. I don't wanna. So Shigaraki and Izuku are at the battle, which Shigaraki miserably lost. Izuku was not using his the sacred he wasn't using his um he wasn't using all beyond not one bit. He was fighting just with his pure strength. So so Shiraki leads Tora Kurigiri portals Shigaraki out, and Izuku he kept on his training. We go to this is like wait before I keep going. This is like where Izuku is right now. It's like with no sorry no wait no sorry no scratch that idea. Um yeah, let's go to the heroes. Um they just done their USJ exam, everything done. The USJ is already complete, which Aizawa get much more of a more beaten because the kids were too scared. And Bakugo, he has one for all. And Hisashi and Inko, they favor Bakugo the most. Now we go to class 1A. Sports festival already happened. I don't care anymore. The sports festival already happened. They are they are like on a week break because hold on. Alright, first of all, Deku does not know that Deku does not know this is magical yet. He just knows about the forms. So yeah, a couple months have passed. As I said, everything went down. Not really everything. It's just like yeah, most of that already went down. So um, they say it's 1 week. They got 1 week off, and Aizawa says, "Well, class, we are going." And hold on again. Alright, I forgot. Oh wait, oh yeah, that's where I was. So yeah, so Aizawa told the class that they will be going on a camp trip, a training camp trip. Class was excited to hear about the training camp. It says only class 1B, the big three, you guys, and class 1B will be attending with us. Because we don't know where we're going, because in there we have some very animals with quirks, and they're very powerful. They could rival pro heroes. Even though you guys survive the villain attack, doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you'll be doesn't mean that you'll be the most powerful one there. So yeah, we'll be going. So will you inform your parents, or you will inform, no, it's a you as we inform your parents, and we will get he hands them out a paper and says inform your parents about this, make them sign this, and return tomorrow with them. Also, doors will be installed. So yeah, so they went. So class 1A went home, gave their parents it, they signed it, and they went back to school the next day. Deku, he's still training, and um Albion tells Deku about magic, explain what magic does, what it is, and what magic he can use. So if you can say we're gonna teach you how to use divine or to use reflect. So yeah, that's what Deku's gonna be working on. So we go to the class 1A. They went to the training camp where Izuku house is near to. They entered because Deku's like deep down, but he's not that far. So the students they come to where like Deku's house is like near to a river. So the class 1A they are like near to the river, near to Izuku's house, but not near to where Izuku can see them. But Izuku can see them, but yeah. So they set up camp and Aizawa tell them to set out camp, not go out catch fishes and yeah. So that's what they did. And class 1A is hunting fish. Well, Izuku he learned a magic it's called illusions. It's just a regular magic, so it doesn't really count as divine. It probably, but not really. It's illusions. So basically, illusion is how so you can't see it. It's there, but you can't see it. So class 1A didn't see it. So they are out catching fish, and a grizzly with five grizzly, one with earth, water, wind, fire, and lightning. All five grizzly bears come out and they're about to attack class 1A. We see it is Mineta, Siu, Momo, Nejire, and Mirio. So the bears are like fighting, but they slap Mineta. One slap Mineta and slams him to a tree, and then that was a fire one, and this spit fired Mineta. Mineta didn't die. He didn't die, and yeah, the rest of them were having trouble. Not really. Nigeria and I think I said no. Nigeria and Miro they were have that they didn't really have much problem, but the strength of the bear was too much for Nigeria. So Deku sees all this going down and he just steps out and just blitzes without using Albion. He is very fast, very powerful. He one shot every single of those bears. He just one shot all of them. And he's like, once he finished one shotting all of them, one shotting all of the bears, he's standing up, he stands and he turns around and says, are you guys okay? And he sees Mineta and he just flashes water. Grab Mineta and throws Mineta in the water, out in the fire at him. And he says, are you guys okay? And they said yes. And Izuku he just says, alright, do what you guys gotta do and you guys can leave. And he takes up the bears and he's like dragging all five bears to where he is. There's only where he's going and Deku he walks to where his house was. Which it's like in a distance, but yeah. So he basically killed the bears and eat them. He's began to cook them because he's outside making his fire. And class 1A can see smell the fire, the smoke actually. And Aizawa went over there to see Izuku. Izuku's like cooking one of the bears. So Aizawa comes out there and sees Izuku and says, kid, what are you doing here? And Izuku looks over and says, oh, well, I live here. Why are you here? And says, I'm a pro hero. I don't really answer your questions. Do you have a parent or anything? Izuku says, no. And he says, huh, how would you come with us? And what is your quirk? Izuku says, well, I am quirkless. He says, quirkless. Okay. So why don't you come with us? We'll get you a better home. Izuku says, I am good. I don't want to go. I was I basically raised in the forest, and I am good in that forest. So yeah. So this is alright. Why don't you join UAE? Why don't you come? Wait, since he doesn't have work, Isaac doesn't ask me. So he says, why don't you come with why don't you come join my class? And he was like, fine. Do do not do anything fishy or anything. So he follows Mineta. Sorry, he follows Aizawa to class. Well, when he finishes his meal, actually, he follows Aizawa to where the class is at. Which classes are for, cooking the fish that they urge Mineta to Mirio and Nejiri, and I think I said one more. Um, I say Soji. I don't remember if I said that one. I forgot it. Soji. Yeah. So it's like Izuku. He comes and they see Izuku, and Bako sees Deku and says, "Right here, Deku." And Deku looks at Katsuki and says, "Who are you?" And Katsuki says, runs up to him and says, "Don't play down with me. Aren't you Izuku? Aren't you Izuku Midoriya?" Izuku says, yes, because he knows his first and last name. Says, yes, I am Izuku Midoriya. What's the problem? And who are you? And he says, don't you remember don't you remember Kachan? Dick says, oh, I know who's Kachan. And he says, I am Kachan. How did you remember me? Dick says, oh, you're Kachan. Oh, so you must be Katsuki. As he remembers who Katsuki is. I says, oh, so you're my used to be friend Katsuki. He says, what do you mean used to be friends Katsuki? He says, don't you remember? You basically say we're no longer friends. Because remember I said it was like when he was like 7 or 10, I think. I said Inko got rid of Izuku. So yeah. So Izuku basically pushes Katsuki affirmations. Well, yeah. So why am I here again? It says we want you to stay with classmate, because due to you living here, you probably have more experience in this jungle or the forest. So I want you to have a class 1A. So Izuku says, sure, let's see why not. So they are at so it's past a week. Izuku he leaves class 1A and practices magic, which he fires. In the 1 week he learns how to use reflect. So it's basically like you see like small magic circles appear on any part of his body and it will reflect your attack. And he learns how to control his divine divide, which he already knows how to do, but he's learning how to control it way more better. So yeah, so yeah, as I was like, kid, how would I adopt you? How would I adopt you? Izu says, well, what do you mean by adoption? And no, what do you mean by adopt? I don't understand. Izu, and he says, how long were you in this jungle for? Izuku says, around. Oh wait, he's also supposed to know. Um, you say Ingo never really gave him the chance to study or get his knowledge up. So he's like, I was in the jungle for 5 years and I haven't really know much because my mom never really gave me anything to study already formed stuff. Wait, yeah, it's either 4, 5, or 6 years he's been in the jungle. As I was, what? What? God damn it! Sorry, it's my big sister, but big. So, yeah. Anyways, so as I was asked Deco if you would like to come to UA, and he says, if you come to UA, I will adopt you. Plus, you get to learn stuff, different stuff at UA. And Isuku says, I don't see why not. Okay, but nothing should happen to my house. Any point. He shows Aizawa where his house is, but it is illusion, so he had to undo illusions. And Aizawa saw it. And he says, "Oh," and see, it's like it's a big house that's made up. I don't even get. In mind, if I do a part 2 for this, I will show you what it looks like. So, guys, don't pay attention to the noise in the background because it's my older sister and she won't stop shouting. Hold on. Yeah, just don't pay attention to the noise in the background. As I say, guys, it's my family and there's no quiet. Even though you can hear it's quiet now, it's because they basically shut up. They shut up. Now, yeah, let's continue. So, Uzuku went to UA with Aizawa, and Aizawa told Nezu about the situation. And Aizawa was like, Nezu was like, huh, so you're gonna adapt him? And Aizawa says, yes, I've got to adapt him. And so Nezu's like, alright then. So he really, what is his quirk? He says, he is quirkless. He says, oh, oh, oh well. So Izuku, why he's not telling them about he has special powers is because he doesn't have the trust for them. He doesn't trust them that much. He forgot about Arma. He forgot about most pro heroes. He doesn't really care about pro heroes at this instant. So yes, Aizawa adapted him, and Aizawa began to teach him about stuff he should know about. Because due to Izuku is kind of stupid right now. So yeah, Aizawa teaches him, and let's say time skip. Ooh, let's say it's basically Aizawa made Izuku got into UA. So his time skip is the next day, and it's the um teacher versus students. Yeah. So Izuku was not supposed to take part. Wasn't to participate, but Izuku insist on participating. So by his luck, or I could say bad luck, because he doesn't really want to use his power, he is working. He is with partner with Bakugo, which he is supposed to fight. Oh my! So, All Might, yeah, same thing All Might does, punches the air and causes a huge shockwave through the whole city. Not really through the whole city, just in their direction. And Izuku wasn't even phased by it. What Bakugo was phased by it because Bakugo was kind of like slipping away. So All Might rushes at Deku because he knows that Deku is quirkless. But to his, let's see, due to his luck, Izuku grabs his hand and does a full 180, slams him into a car. Smashing the car goes way down. It just went down. And Amai is shocked to see that Izuku just slams him, a quirkless kid, just slams him into the ground. And Amai comes out and says, kid, strong. Because Amai begins to cough up blood and he just wipes away the blood from his mouth. And he goes at Bakugo, which Bakugo had to use one for all to at least dodge his punch. But the shockwave was sent off, and yeah, it slapped and a shockwave hit away Bakugo, which All Might dashes at Bakugo again, but Deku reappears and does an uppercut to his jaw, sending him up in the air, and he just revanishes and disappears and reappears. Um, what All Might is and kicks him in the gut right below his injury and sends Alma into the wall, into a wall, and he just stops down. Which Baku comes and does an explosion and explodes All Might. So All Might decides that this kid is strong. So he begins to use full power in one for all, and Deku is holding up very finely. He is holding his own against All Might, and everyone's surprised to see that Deku is holding his own. And All Might decides that he's gonna take out the cops because this kid is way tougher than he expected. But he knows he has around 5 minutes left, so no, 10 minutes remain. It's 1 hour actually, because All Might has three, so it's 1 hour. So he takes off the cuffs and he charges at Deku. Which Deku decides that yeah, he's not holding back anymore, so he summons his dragon wings. I didn't get a picture of all these wings, but imagine the White Dragon Emperor wings and this Deku the wings on him. So Deku he has his wings and everyone's surprised, and Deku well not surprised, but he kind of surprised All Might, and All Might dropped his guard, and this Deku just punches All Might in the jaw, sending him into a car, and he just says divide. You just heard this divide, and half of All Might's strength was gone, and All Might's like, what? Half of my time is gone. So All Might has 30 minutes, and Deku says divide, divide, which left All Might with 10 minutes. No, sorry, 5 minutes, and All Might's like, crap. It's it's either I do this right now, and he goes beyond plus ultra and rushes at Deku with full power. Deku just says divide and leaves Deku All Might with 2.5 minutes remaining, and All Might's like how? And right then he says Deku puts up his hand and says reflect, reflect, and All Might punch collide and All Might go wee. So basically, I might get reflect. The punch got reflect, and Alma was sent flying. Like he was following his own hand. It's like how Thor swings his hammer and get followed with his hammer. Basically, Alma fly with his own hand. So yeah, Alma is like what, and he just sees like big circles around Deku, and he decides that he's gonna attack, and he attacks everywhere. But each time he throws an attack, the circle moves where his hand would be, and it hits it, and All Might reflects. So he goes on to an All Might has 15 seconds remain. He says, "Crap! I gotta end this quickly." And he rushes at Deku, and Deku just powers up everything he got, and just punches All Might. Not really everything, because he's not using his balance breaker and or the scale meal form, because Deku has the ability to go into his scale meal or the balance breaker, so he can choose between those. So he punches All Might, and All Might was sent through the building, and right there and then his seconds were up, his 15 seconds were up, and he is knocked out and he deflated. So they were like surprised, and Deku just walks through the gate because he's not going where All Might is. He just walks through the gate, and Aizawa says, "That kid is powerful. Maybe if he was here, maybe he'd be more powerful. Maybe if he was here, maybe he'd be strong enough to defeat the normal." And they went through the And as I announced that students win, Izuku and Katsuki win. So Katsuki is not knocked out. Katsuki was blown away due to wind pressure, and he wasn't able to get back because Rubble was stuck on his feet. Yeah, so yeah, so they went. So let's say time skip. Week later, Deku is working on his lightning magic, which lightning magic is not more harder, I should say. So yeah, so he is with so classmate went to the training camp. So yeah, they went to the training camp, and no, they have the exam. I'm just gonna put some things before some, so the training camp won't come in as yet. So they're doing the test. No, not the test. It's the training camp. Yeah, it's the training camp, definitely. So they're on the training camp on the bus, and they're on the bus heading to the training camp, which like he is there, and while Pussycats comes out, and same thing goes down, which Deku does know them, so that part doesn't come in. So Mandalay decides that it's best she's gonna do it now, and she's gonna drop them through. So Deku he activates his wings and he begins to float in the air. Well, the ship is Nejire X Deku, yeah, Nejire. So Deku he begins to float with his wings and he just says, where he floats back out and says, where is the area to like go? Where's the train camp? And they just point to the direction. Deku just says, thank you. He just blitzes his gun over there. But before he blitzes, he says divide. He just says divide. And half of the Wild Pussycat's energy was drained. And he just takes that energy and his blitz is gone. And he arrives at the camp. So Deku doesn't, he knows how to cook, yes, but he doesn't know the ingredients in order to cook. So he has to wait until the Wild Pussycats arrive along with Aizawa. Yeah, so things went that way. Class 20 arrives, and yeah, then a couple of hours later, 1 hour later, class 1B arrives. Because I forgot about class 1B. So class 1B arrives. So yeah, how long is this going on for? Oh wow, 1 hour. Alright, so let's keep going. So they're in training camp and they began to train. But Deku he doesn't train with no one because he asks Aizawa, and Aizawa says sure. When Mandalay one of the wild Pussycats wanted to train Deku, Aizawa was like no, he wants to train on his own. And this is what the point of this is, that Aizawa cuts him off, says he wants to train on his own. So Deku he leaves and trains in the forest by himself to master it, to at least he can conjure it, but he doesn't know he cannot master it. So he's trying to master his lightning abilities, or the lightning basically. So today 2 days has passed and it's the coach test. So Aizawa was looking out to see blue flames in the sky, and Aizawa says, "I is that a forest fire?" And he wants to Mandalay. Oh god damn it! He wants to Mandalay He runs to Mandalay and the Wild Pussycats, and he tells him that, is there any chance that someone could cause a fire here? He says, well, the trees are not really easy to catch on fire, but he says the fire has blue flame. This is very, no, sorry, it's not Isaac who saw. It was Wild Pussycats, because making it would make me sound like Isaac is stupid, so I'm not doing that. So so they basically say is that it's the villagers are attacking, get our student retreat, our student should return, and they could, yeah. So every student was like returning, but without villain attacks them already, but they managed to defeat theirs and escape. So Deku's like he didn't really went because he doesn't want to go. So he must see what the flame, and he says, huh. And my, the one girl, I forgot what her name was. One of the Wild Pussycats, the one that is basically Koda, Kota, whatever, um, cousin. I think that it was. She says that Koda is nowhere to be found. Deku says, I'll go search for him. And he pops out his giant wings, and he wants to circle around the area. So he finds where Kota was, where he sees Muscular about to punch him. And he just says, divide, 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 divide. Which, like, Muscular's strength was, like, completely drained due to, like, divide times that divide, that could divide his powers. And he just comes down and just punches Muscular in the face, sending him into the wall, which kills him, because Deku sort of depleted all of his energy to where he won't, like, yeah. So he punches him, knocks him out. He takes Koda and flies back to the camp, and yeah. So he begins to like, help out with class 1A. I'm not getting into all the villains he fought, because he just basically beat most of them. So yeah, he beat Moonfish. I think that was his name. Say Bakugo, because he found out that they were after Bakugo, and they say, but if any chance you see this white haired kid, get him as well, because um what's his name, Shigaraki wasn't giving up on Deku that easy. Due to him losing, he's not giving up. So yeah, he's after Deku still. So yeah, god damn it, this house is noisy. It's noisy, and it's night, and it's almost 10 o'clock. It's almost, I say it was, it's almost, and I'm a late sleeper, so yeah. Anyways, so all things kind of went down, but Bakugo didn't get captured, because Deku, yeah, not giving them no chance, because he's light speed fast, so he just will go off where everyone was, where the training camp was, and everyone else. So the villains had to come out of the forest to fight them, but they look around and see Muscular was nowhere to be found. But Shigaraki, Korigiri, and Shigaraki comes out to where um Muscular dead body was, and Muscular, he's like, huh, Muscular died. Must be because of that kid. He's quite powerful. I need him. I need him to work with us. And he just 4 or 5 fingers such Muscular, kills Muscular off. Alright, ears are dead, but still, just in case. And then he just teleports away with Kurigiri. So the villains and heroes, they both fought or you could say fight. Deku, he's like he's massacring all of them with just his base. Not his base, but with his dragon wings, and he's massacring. He's massacring everyone. So basically, he just divided out of the villain's strength to make them one quarter as strong as they were, and they're wondering how are they so weak now. So the heroes were like, "Yeah, knuckles are cracking." I got enough knuckles because I cracked most of mine already. And they began to bomb down on the villains. Kurigiri still warped the villains away. But during the process, they managed to warp away Bakugo. So they were looking out for Bakugo, and Bakugo had his phone with him. Because Momo didn't get a chance to put the tracking device on the normal. So yeah. So yeah, so all things went yeah, so all things went as Deku he fought most of the villains. So after beating them, they as I went to check on Bakugo because Bakugo was passed out. So yeah, he comes on, he search the entire camera and says comes back to it there and says Bakugo is missing. Bakugo is missing, which he shouts it out, and they look around to see what. So we cut to the village perspective, and they're on him. Finally get him. It's kind of hard though. Too bad we didn't get the white haired kid. He's more stronger than him. So it looks like he does have a quirk. He's just hiding the fact that he doesn't. Seems like his quirk is able to like divide people's strength and stamina. Doesn't really do much for him at least. That's what they think, but in reality it doesn't. Because it also drains away your strength as well, like how strong you are. So yeah. That one takes all your energy. Now, yeah, Bago wakes up and he looks around and says, "Where am I?" And he says, Shigaraki says, "You're awake." And Bago looks and says, what you want?" And he says, "We want you to join the League of Villains." And Akko says, "Why would I do that?" He says, "Well, as you can see, you are you have a very powerful quirk, and it's quite villainous. But yeah, it seems that you want revenge on that so-called Izuku Midoriya due to him just getting a quirk all of a sudden, and it's become so powerful because they sort of like did researches and found out whatever. Alright, no more interruption. I don't anything. So, oh my god. And so yeah, we keep going on. I don't care anymore. So Deku, so yeah, Shigaraki is trying to convince the Bakugo, and Bakugo is resisting. So he's like, fine then, you won't resist then. Toga, do whatever you want with him. So back to the heroes' perspective. They try they're trying to figure out what Bakugo is, but Deku says, does anyone has a phone? I want to play games or something. So they had an idea. Wait, did Bakugo have his phone? And like, properly, and yeah, they searched for Wako's phone number. For Wako's phone, they found out the location. Yeah, so they leave, and they are on the way to hunt for Wako. So here, I knock on the door. Togo has cuts all over his body, and they knock on the door. You hear knock on the door, and this is who is it? This is Pista. It's a Pista man, and they're like, she like turns to everyone and says, "Does did anyone want Pista?" And they're like, "No." And then all of a sudden, the wall just burst down, and Almond walks through and says, I am here for Bakugo, not only Bakugo. I'm here for all of you to put you in jail. So, yeah, the villains got their butt handed to them, but all of a sudden they all vanishes. They all vanished, and they I was wondering what's going on. How did it? And he turns around to get a punch to his jaw by all for one. A punch greeted Owen's face, sending him flying through the building. And yeah, so it's Owen versus All for One. Jago's there, but he's trying to say he's risking Wako. That's when the punch collide to his tobacco's face, and he used what attack Deku, which Deku just grabs his hand and just does 180 flip, sending him through the building. So yeah, Owen and All for One began their fight. But he's considered Deku is quite powerful. But now I know I got the hunger element. So they're fighting and yeah, Deku takes away. Deku takes away Bakugo and he leaves. But this time he sees Kirishima and yeah, that is the crew and he takes them away with him to Yue back. Now, All Might and Alpha are fighting, and Heroes head over there to help All Might because it seems like a one-sided battle. So they all leave, all heroes leave, and they head over to where Alpha One is and All Might fighting. Deku heads over there as well, and fight goes the same. But this time, Alpha One kills All Might, and they the heroes were like, how dare you kill All Might? How dare you? And they're angry, and they all attack what was futile, and they got their butt handed to them. They could just arise, and they could see All Might dead, on the ground dead, and he clutches his sister and says, I may not really know him that well, but no one hurts my friends. He just says, balance, he says, balance breaker. And then he just went balance breaker. And yes, he's so careful off one, so he begins to beat the living daylight out of all for one. And the heroes are in shock, and the news reporters are seeing this all go down, seeing that Alphonse is getting his butt handed to him by a 15-year-old kid when All Might is dead. Oh, yeah, the people are surprised to see that they're 50-year-old beating up Alpha. All Might is, yeah, he got his butt handed to him and also dead. But the people are sad to see that All Might is dead. But they see promise in this kid that's been an awful one. So all things went and Deku beats Alphon. He's knocked out. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it off here. I have to upload part 2 for tomorrow, but still, yeah, things are gonna go the same way. Anyway, so guys, hope you enjoy this part. Hope you guys like, subscribe, And tell me what you guys think. Even if it was that fun, but still. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. And peace.